Hey everyone, and welcome back to the channel. Have you ever wondered why you crave certain things, or why you procrastinate on others, even when you know better? It's not just about willpower. There's a powerful, hidden force at play, quietly working behind the scenes, and it's called your brain's reward system. Today, we're diving deep into the subtle, everyday behaviors that are secretly reprogramming this system, shaping what you chase, what you avoid, and even what you believe, all without you realizing it. Let's start with the basics. Your brain's reward system, primarily driven by the neurotransmitter dopamine, is designed for survival. It motivates you to seek out things like food, water, and social connection. When you do something your brain perceives as beneficial, it releases a little burst of dopamine, which feels good. This creates a powerful feedback loop. Do this again, it's good for you. The problem is, our modern world is filled with things that can hijack this ancient system. Think about the first thing you do when you wake up. Do you reach for your phone? That simple act is your first dopamine hit of the day. Every notification, every new email, every like on your post is a tiny, unpredictable reward. Your brain learns to associate the phone with this feeling. This isn't just about entertainment, it's about conditioning. You're teaching your brain that the quickest path to a reward is through that glowing screen. Over time, this can make real-world achievements, which often require delayed gratification, seem less appealing. Why work for hours on a project for a distant reward when you can get an instant hit right now? This is the core of how our reward system gets reprogrammed. Let's move on to your daily commute or your work routine. Do you always listen to the same high-energy playlist or a specific podcast? While there's nothing wrong with that, this habit can create a dependency. Your brain starts to associate that specific auditory stimulus with the motivation to work or exercise. Without it, you might feel sluggish and unmotivated. You've essentially outsourced your internal drive to an external cue. Your reward system now expects that specific trigger to get going. This is why it can be so hard to start a task in a new environment or when your routine is disrupted. Your brain is literally waiting for the signal it's been trained to expect. Now let's talk about food. We all know that sugary and high-fat foods are designed to be hyperpalatable. They provide a massive dopamine spike that natural foods just can't compete with. But it's not just what you eat, it's how you eat it. Do you often eat while watching TV or scrolling through your phone? When you do this, you're creating a powerful association. Your brain starts to link the act of watching a show with the pleasure of eating. Soon, you might find it hard to watch a movie without craving popcorn. Not because you're hungry, but because your brain has been conditioned to expect that reward pairing. The behavior has become automated. This reprogramming isn't just about pleasure, it's also about avoiding pain. Think about how you handle difficult emotions like boredom, stress, or anxiety. The moment you feel a hint of discomfort, what's your go-to move? For many, it's instant distraction. We jump online, play a game, or binge-watch a series. This teaches our brain a dangerous lesson. Discomfort is a problem to be solved immediately, with a quick dopamine fix. Over time, our tolerance for any form of mental friction plummets. We become less resilient and less capable of sitting with our own thoughts or tackling challenging tasks that require sustained focus. The reward is the escape, and we get better and better at seeking it. Even the way we talk to ourselves plays a huge role. Every time you complete a small task and think, "Ugh, finally that's done," you're framing the effort as a negative experience. Your brain logs that. But what if you finished a task and thought, "Yes, I did it, I'm proud of that"? You are attaching a positive emotional reward to the act of completing something. This subtle shift in self-talk can completely reframe your relationship with effort. You're essentially creating your own internal reward loop, making you more likely to seek out challenges in the future instead of dreading them. So what's the solution? Are we doomed to be puppets of our own hijacked brains? Absolutely not. The first and most crucial step is awareness. Simply by understanding these mechanisms, you've already started to take back control. Start by conducting a small audit of your daily habits. Notice your triggers. When you feel the urge to check your phone, what feeling is preceding it? Boredom? Loneliness? When you crave a snack, are you actually hungry or just looking for a little comfort? Once you have this awareness, you can start to consciously create new, healthier reward loops. Instead of reaching for your phone first thing in the morning, try 5 minutes of stretching or stepping outside for some sunlight. At first, it won't feel as rewarding. Your brain will crave the familiar hit, but if you stick with it, you will start to associate these new behaviors with feeling good, feeling awake, calm, and centered. You are manually rewriting the code. You can also practice what's called temptation bundling. This means pairing something you want to do with something you should do. For example, only allow yourself to listen to your favorite podcast while you're at the gym. Your brain will start to associate the pleasure of the podcast with the act of exercising, making it something you look forward to rather than a chore. And most importantly, learn to embrace a little bit of boredom. The next time you're waiting in line, resist the urge to pull out your phone. Just stand there. Observe your surroundings. Let your mind wander. It might feel uncomfortable at first, but this practice rebuilds your mental endurance. It teaches your brain that it doesn't need constant stimulation to survive. In these quiet moments, you might find your best ideas emerge. Reprogramming your brain's reward system isn't about deprivation or becoming a productivity robot. It's about conscious choice. It's about aligning your dopamine-seeking instincts with your long-term goals and well-being. It is about deciding what you truly want to value, and then training your brain to value it too. By being mindful of these hidden daily behaviors, you can shift from being a passive passenger to the active driver of your own life. Thanks so much for watching. If you found this helpful, give it a like, and consider subscribing for more content on how to understand your mind and live a more intentional life. Let me know in the comments one habit you're going to become more aware of this week. See you in the next one.